Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Empire Total War Darthmod here today on the channel. We're back on the Russian campaign. This is episode 2. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing our conquest against the Ottoman Empire. We will have the battle for Istanbul here today. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer, feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. Feel free to leave a dislike if you're not enjoying it, of course. So, in the last episode, we managed to take Bulgaria, Moldova against the Ottomans. We took the Crimea and took out Dagestan as well. We currently have a full stack here on the Bulgarian border, ready to push Istanbul and bring back Orthodox authority back to Constantinople. I believe you can't rename stuff in Empire, so we'll try rename it, but we might very well not be able to. So we've currently got the Prince Ivanovich down here ready to push. We've also got reinforcements coming here with Ivan, and you can be pushed back here. Okay, so we've got this secondary army here. We've got a couple of options. We can push into Serbia, Bosnia, or Greece. I think we'll try and push and liberate our Slavic brothers in Serbia. We'll keep this army here for now, and we'll push this in against the Ottoman force. So we've managed to pick up a trade lane here in the Crimea, as of course. Unfortunately, we can't seem to go and take overseas territories just yet, because we are still at war with the Ottomans. Any ship and army would come through here would just get smashed by the huge Ottoman navy, who's really sort of watching the Black Sea here and watching the crossing and whatnot. Also, just a little things to note what I accidentally missaid in the last episode. I said we're playing a late campaign. Technically this is early. This is 1912. The 13 colonies were here, but for some reason I guess they've gone back to Great Britain. So throughout the Let's Play there could be a United States rebellion, but only time will tell. There's a lot of overseas territories I'd like to grab here. We might even be able to take Georgia, Kentucky, Texas. There are some Southern Territory here, Trinidad and Tobago. There's also up in Canada as well, York Factory, and a couple here as well. I wouldn't mind trying to get a footholding in India, but we still want to try and maintain and create a eastern sphere of influence. For now, we still have a loose peace treaty with the Swedes. I would like to take Zenit St. Petersburg so we can get access to trade through the Baltic, but only time will tell. We've got an alliance here with Poland, Lithuania. Austria seems to like us for now. So we'll try and liberate Greece and the Balkans. We might even sue for peace at that point, so we can just ferry a full stack out into the New World and India rather. We could maybe take some African territory here, if that's something you guys like to see. Or maybe we could take Morocco. Gibraltar is under the control of Spain, which looks like for now. Alrighty, so there's our diplomacy, alliances with Poland, Lithuania, Denmark. We are all with the Ottomans, the Barbary States, and the Pirates. I'll put in the description below Darthmod if you guys like to play along with me. Alrighty, so let's hit this army here and drag out the enemy forces and the garrison. So let's push here in with the Prince. Okay, so I didn't draw out these units here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, why is that? Why did I not drag that out? Oh well. We're coming up against 2 units of line infantry, 2 units of janissaries, a cannon, and some more melee here as well. We're bringing to the party 2 units of cavalry, 2 units of artillery, mostly made up of line infantry regiments, and we have Cossack infantry, line infantry as well. So let's fight this one on the field of battle here today and take Istanbul for Russia. Let us do evil, that good may come. Romans. Okay. I guess that's quite fitting. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle map. Our deployments have clustered up slightly, but we'll be alright. Alrighty, infantry at the ready. Okay, so what is our deployment zone here? They're going to be somewhat here. So let's make a nice, strong, long front line. There's no chance that we're probably going to lose this one. I'm quite surprised that the garrison didn't get drawn out, but that's alright. Okay, so let's try and pick a clearing here. So try and get you guys a little bit further back so you guys can go here. And we'll try and swing you in a clearing like here. So that's pretty much perfect. You're not going to get much better than that. Alright, try and keep you there centralized as well. And I might try and clump up my cavalry so we can get a proper good flank on. So let's end the deployment there and push everyone up. Okay, so the main army here is further towards the center. They're in a bit of a dip now. My artillery will be able to get some shots off. We've already defeated half a stack already in the siege of Moldova when taking out the Ottomans. And there's further reinforcements coming at the back with their artillery pieces. And we've managed to pick apart in the last episode already probably about half a stack in the open field. So the Ottomans are very much on the back foot. This is a rather loose army, and we'll try and do our best. Hold the line, wait for them to hit us. They're going to try and close the distance as we do have artillery supremacy. So make sure you try and hit that while you guys try and angle and hit that as well. So we might get some pretty early shots off. That's two. Wow, that's fantastic. Right through the enemy line. Artillery! Get ready. So as they sort of push over the brow of the hill, we're going to get some better quality shots. And we do have canister shot as well. Alright, let's have a look at some of our Russian infantry. So we're blooding our troops here. These guys are battle hardened from taking and liberating Bulgaria and Moldova, while the reinforcing army has battle experience from fighting in the Crimea and the Dagestani. So once we eliminate the Ottomans here, like I said, I might maybe sue for peace once we take Greece and the Balkans, because we might want to try and open up a different front, because we want to make a Russian empire to rival the likes of Britain and such. So maybe, yeah, maybe just try and hit that, so even if you overshoot it a bit. So I don't know how good my artillery are really doing in this, but we're getting a better line of sight. You might be better off to hit that, actually. Slowly redirect the cannons. There we go, there we go. Just arc them a bit, yes. Because that seems to be a little bit more favourable if they're going to shoot. That's not too bad. It's going to be quite a way before they move up. But at the end of the day, we are fighting with shit tier units for now. Okay, we'll try and angle them, my guys, just because of the way we're pushing. So try and angle something like this, double time. Try and keep you guys here at least. Okay, and we'll try and angle here as well as best we can. So try and envelop them. There might be some units at the back we could try and charge. Hit that. There's a couple good shots there. So where my cannons are, we might be able to get a decent canister shot off here if we want. You try and go for this. Get my cavalry to flank. What's lagging at the back? Heavily armoured musketmen, essentially. So you can pull here then. Might not be a bad idea to get... Oh, they seem to be turning already. I'm tempted to nearly move up a bit here, just to start the volley. Okay, you're just there. So come on then, get into range for us. Keep bombing and peppering into that. Try and get further back and around big time. Alright, they're just sort of sitting in this kill zone. They haven't fully committed on any. Well, look, you know what? If they're just going to sit us here, we might as well just charge up against them and try and swing you around the back. Some of my rifles are getting their shot off here as well. We want to try and avoid friendly fire big time here. So, you hit that. Alright, that's a good odd charge through the front. Maybe if you can somehow get around here, they're going to break. Some of our musketmen are hitting these janissaries here. Kidnapped Christian boys will be put to the slaughter, so let's hold off these guys as well. Oh god, what are you guys doing here? What the fuck? The only problem with Empire is just the amount of friendly fire that you can get. Right, pull those guys further back here. Even these guys have come up here a little bit ambitiously as well. these guys aren't going to last too long here. Maybe switch to a canister shot if you can get it off. If you're lucky. Just the way it's turning, I think it's going to be too late. Yeah, you're going to have to hold that canister shot. So switch back to standard and go for this. Alright, fall them further back. They seem to be just charging straight up against me there. Alright, that can halt. Alright, still getting those shots against them. We've actually dragged their line towards infantry over here. Okay, let's try and push these artillery moving in. Okay, that's good. Alright, make sure you're firing down into that. And now we've got them on the back foot here now. Victory! We will have victory here today. That's good. We'll just sit everyone here. Try and hit that on the back. Alright, continue to try and hit this. Alright, they seem to be targeting my Cossack infantry, which seems to be the weaker of the two. Alright, they're just like hitting us side on here now, so we might as well just try and move up. I'm going to get my artillery to halt, and we'll just move up our main line now. And just try and finish off the last of them. Because we've got them on the back foot here now. Those units aren't pushing any further up. So let's just try and get you guys like this. Alright. Artillery can halt and disable fire at will. We'll charge in my cavalry around the back as well. And we'll try and finish off these guys with a couple of volleys. Oh, they've actually come back there, which is interesting. Try and pick and hit them. Just quickly stop and get some shots off real quick. Or you guys try and deploy something like that. You might be able just to pick a couple of them off. Alright, they're dealing with them fine. Send the cavalry around the back. They seem to be charging them. Yeah, quickly just try and actually turn around and try and hit that actually. You might cause a wee bit of friendly fire, but it'll be right. You try and push and hit that. Yeah, they've just been caught in the rotation, so they've got some quite heavy blocks here. Just a couple leading from the front to make sure they rout. Alright, quickly turn against them. Alright, send them in. Send them in. I might even just get them to draw their swords so they can stay in place. Bayonet charge! Alright, try and give chase against them. Move you guys up to a better position. Alright, what seems to be holding? The enemy general's been killed. And I imagine they're on the back foot now. Yep, they are in a full retreat. I don't reckon they're coming back. Yep, we got victory. Alright, we want to make sure none run back into the city. Alright. It's a bit of a shame that that garrison didn't come out. I'm just sort of quite surprised about it, to be honest. I thought they would have definitely come in. Alright, let's try and speed things up here now. A good victory, a good fight, and now Istanbul will fall. Swing further this way. And then we can push on to Athens and Serbia. And then, you never know, the Ottomans have declined peace a couple of times, so they might not be sort of into it, you know what I mean? Alright, we'll try and run down properly, and we'll try and finish off this line infantry as well. Run them down, lads, for the Empire, for the Russian Empire. But yeah, guys, let me know as well some tips and tricks for Empire Total War, because it's been quite some time that I've played Darthmod. I did notice that a lot of people on my friends list still play this a lot. Like, so shout out to you guys. Like, holy crap. A lot of you guys are subscribers, but a lot of you are still playing this game, which is cool. Yeah, because I've only played as Austria, the United States, Great Britain. That was like 2 years ago, so I can't remember the cheese stuff. Square formation's good. I think canister shot's quite good as well. and trying to seize territory, getting those trade nodes as well early on. But as we're starting as a landlocked country, we don't even have any sort of colonial footing anywhere. So we need to start and build it up, go down an alternative history route and be competitive with the likes of France and Great Britain. Alright, let's end that one there. Decisive victory. I'll take that. In war, indeed, there can be no substitute for victory. Douglas MacArthur, U.S. General of the United States. Alright, so the Prince deployed 2,576 and lost a measly 101. We outnumbered them 3-1 against Topol Raza. Alright, so we've taken that now, and we should be able to push... Oh, we can't straight up, but if we push for Istanbul itself... Okay, what about a unit there? Ah, there we go. Because, yeah, that's a shame. So, do we get... Okay, right. Never mind. Yeah, why didn't that flintlock mob come out? I would have liked to see that. Oh, well, regardless, we'll auto-resolve this one out. 1,000, yeah, 1,200 were there. Huh. Oh, well, regardless, we have taken the city of Istanbul here today. It's back under Orthodox rule. Now, can I actually rename the city anywhere? No, not by the look of it. It's actually 50% Orthodox. It's actually majority Orthodox, which is cool. Alright, we'll try and get... Yeah, maybe they just can't get more in. We just want to make sure it doesn't rebel, of course. So we want to try and get it in. Oh god, we're doing like that spam stack thing. Now, one of the major problems with Darthmod is it's the loading times as well. But now that we've taken the city of Istanbul, we're not going to have to deal with that because for some reason the AI would tend to, over the Bosporus, just continually move forces back and forth. Okay, so now you can go north to Serbia. Bulgaria is going to be fine here for now. We'll move this unit here and we'll hold the city of Istanbul. Let's end the turn and continue. But by the look of it, there's no port here in Istanbul, so we can't continue with our trade. So I'm curious to see how the Ottoman Empire reacts to this, and also potentially some of the other European powers, because taking Istanbul back for the Christian realm is a massive thing. It's a massive development in Europe. And we've got them massively on the back foot. So they've still got some armies further in Greece, so we still need to maintain a garrison in the Balkans. A letter of demands, that's fine. So once we get everyone in here, we should be able to get it right. Wow, so they really despise us still, even if we exempt the tax. Crikey. Let's try and repair where we can. We might need to very well bring in a Orthodox minister. He was slowly but surely converting the populace in Dagestan, but he might actually have to come over here and help. This gentleman can come down here to replace as well. You can keep an eye on Athens, that's fine. Where are you? So you're hanging out here. Yeah, if you push further south, I'm happy with that. And if you can sort of push into the region here between Bosnia and Serbia, that would be a good idea. Okay, those reinforcements are slowly but surely making their way down. We want to try and push for Serbia here. We might even be able to open up trade with the Austrians through land, maybe. Okay, let's hold that. So they have taken this port. Yeah, so why do they hate me so much? We do need to repair the city. That's definitely a major thing at some point. But it's mostly due to foreign occupation. Okay, so can we get any more trade rights with anyone? No, not by the look of it. And we'll just leave it there for now. You never know, they might actually push over an army from Anatolia. So let's end the turn and continue. Hopefully not a too large of an army comes up if the city rebels. But the Ottomans are still holding their naval supremacy in the Mediterranean there. So there's no way we can send an army and get... Oh, they actually disappeared there. They actually pulled back. Huh. Okay, we'll hold Istanbul here for now, and we'll try and hit Serbia, Bosnia, and Greece as well. We're doing well so far. We've got a natural enemy to the south, and these territories are quite fruitful. Austria and France are at war with one another. Interesting. Okay, so let's finish off this army here. Yeah, they seem to have a lot of units in and around here. You've got to be careful with auto-resolve in Empire because it can be a little bit unlucky. So if I can push for this now, maybe with a unit. No, it doesn't look likely. So what's actually inside the city? 1 unit. Okay, so what's this? 5. Look, if they push us, we'll hit it. But it's probably not a good idea for us to push there. Are we getting public order back on track? No, not exactly. So let's have a look at here once I get this repair done. So barracks is fine. Getting that as well. So there's no like anti sort of religious buildings that are giving us a debuff. So no, we can repair that. Sublime, so that's good. We can repair that as well. Sultan's Observatory. We'll keep that as well. We'll keep that as well. And artillery. So we're going to be able to make Istanbul like a major hub of the campaign. Maybe it's because of the buildings as well. The city is ablaze. Okay, we're still holding here as well. We've still got an army locked up in the north in Sweden because I still don't trust them, to be honest. Even though we're like 13 years into the Let's Play here now. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. My trade routes are still being hit, and there has been a rebellion. Yeah, rebels. It's actually quite large. Okay. If we can continue to repair where we can, that might be a thing to fix. But that's quite a large army that's come up here. The only problem is if I push this, am I going to be able to make it back? That's only my concern. I guess we're just going to have to straight up risk it. Alright, let's quickly quell this rebellion. And yeah, no, Istanbul is technically empty, so that's a bit of a shame. Oh well, we'll quickly deal with this. That army, yeah, why is that army pushing us there? Well, I was going to take Serbia, but we can't allow for that to sort of run north. So we're going to have to double back here. They've delayed me here. Can this army actually get to Istanbul? It can. Look, we'll push it to Istanbul, actually. Because this is nearly a little bit self-sufficient itself. So that's a garrison there. That's perfect. Because ideally, maybe I should just push this down to Greece. Because that army can probably defend Istanbul quite alright. With that rebellion gone, it has saved us a little bit of time on that front. But we just need to repair this, which costs 1,000, which we don't have. Well, maybe we should head down to Athens and take this, while this army pushes to Serbia itself. Diplomacy-wise, we can't get an alliance with, like, Britain or anything. Maratha don't want an alliance, because technically Great Britain's at war with Poland, Lithuania. So what's going on sort of in the world? So Great Britain is at war with France, Spain, and Prussia. The United Provinces are at war with a lot of people as well. We might be able to take Ceylon. Maybe even Dutch Guyana as well. That's interesting. Oh, right, we'll continue our conquest against the Ottomans. Ah, huzzah! Or huzzah, I guess. Excuse the pun. A new royal heir, Peter. The royal family has given birth to a fine son, securing the succession long and noble throne. Okay, so we've got Peter the First here, absolute monarch as well. My ministers and cabinet looks fine. My government popularity is coming up as well. And we are trading with Sweden, Britain, Maratha. We're not trading with Austria, but we are flogging off pelts. We still don't have an access to the proper market. Alright, so it looks like Istanbul is slowly coming back into the fold. We'll send you to Greece here now as well. We'll control a repair where we can, and we'll try and get you to hit Serbia here as well. And let's chuck a quick save. We've taken Serbia. Awesome. Alright, we've liberated the Serbs. Bosnia is next. That's a good port there, actually. Alright. So, where are the Ottomans? They just haven't really united up, to be honest. I might actually go through my agents. So, you can stay here, that's fine. Ah, we have a gentleman there. Well, you actually probably can push to the Middle East. Maybe they're just sort of sitting back and they're moving forces, because at the end of the day, these are sort of their outlining outer tier territories, aren't they? Why are they struggling to push over here? I guess they can't. Oh well, we'll keep an eye in there then. Alright, let's push down and try and take the city of Athens. So that's alright. Okay, we'll keep the exemption of tax as well, and we'll repair that last building. That might do it. Okay, guys, welcome to the top of the turn. Another trade route's been raided and workers are on strike. What the hell's this? Oh, that scared me. I saw red banners, and it's Poland, Lithuania moving through my territory. Phew, gave me a bit of a fright there, boys. Alright, let's push for Athens here now, and deal a massive blow against the Ottomans. Victory. We have victory here today, and the Orthodox Greeks have been liberated by the East. Okay, so if I was to push out of Bulgaria with this army, can I try and strike Bosnia? Bosnia-Herzegovina. Probably not. Oh, okay, the Sultan's Observatory's been dealt with there. Look, we might... You know what? We can actually leave some guys behind. Like, we don't need this full army here. Yeah, so they haven't really united up. The Ottomans, we've hit them hard from the get-go. We were sort of dragged around a bit, but if they don't... Yeah, so Crete's not a city in this, but as you can see on the world map now, we have taken the Balkans and Greece. The Ottomans only now have Asia Minor, Anatolia, Armenia, Mesopotamia, Damascus, Jerusalem, and Cairo itself. So, the Balkans and Greece burn with the flames of liberation. So I'm actually... Oh, we can actually get some further trade rights here. So with Spain, let's try and get that. They are at war with Great Britain and France. Oh, do we want to tend to go to that side? Because we can get an alliance with them. Because the main thing is now, is that what's going on in this war, what the World War is. So, Great Britain allies with Austria and the United Provinces. They're at war with France and Spain. However, we're on the side of Poland, Lithuania, and Denmark. I don't particularly want to go with war with Austria, but I will if I have to. But if I try and ally up with the Spanish, they could potentially drag me in along with the French. But then that allows me access to strike Great Britain's overseas colonies. I think we'll just start off with a trade agreement. Firstly, before we go into sort of the political consequences and sort of nuance to these alliances. So, we should be able to get a decent amount of trade off Jenny Spigache. Yep, sure, I'll give you tech. I sometimes tend to be a little bit hesitant to give out trade. Their demand's 1,200. Persia can get the hell out of here, in my opinion. Venice, they have that territory in Greece, but they're not particularly interested for now. Good, and that should bring up my trade slightly as well. Okay, well, now that we've done this, I think this is a good stage to negotiate with the Ottomans. So, Ottoman Empire. Will you accept a peace treaty for trade? Obviously, you can't tell in Empire, so you just sort of have to put it on the table. And they've accepted. They've accepted the peace treaty. A peace treaty has been signed between these nations and your own. It remains to be seen whether this truce will result in lasting peace or descend back into a future conflict. Now, I'm quite happy with that for a couple of reasons. We've opened up the trade access, which I think is quite good, because what are they going to bring us? Oh, it's only 570, so it's nothing too crazy. So that's given us a bit of breathing room now to operate. We can get these cities back into the fold. Most of them are actually Orthodox, which is really quite cool, except for Bosnia there. We want to try and convert that. So we'll slowly but surely repair, build up, and we'll have a full stack keen and ready to go to push. So we can look at some possible targets already. I think getting a staging ground in potentially Antigua in the Leeward Islands, maybe even San Jose. That's occupied by the Dutch, but there's also Texas there as well. We could even get a staging... Man, if we could take Georgia and like Kentucky and have like a really nice Russian KFC, that would be like amazing. Right. Nikolai, bring the secret herbs and spices, chicken and vodka. Yekapleg. Alright, and we could maybe take some territory up here. What's going on here in India, actually? The United Provinces, that's the real thing. Monsoy. Look, the Mughal Empire are on the back foot. If we could take Calcutta, that would be a really good staging ground. But then there's also like the Middle East way to push that way as well. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.